I'll make you host, Savannah. Got lights, camera, action. Quiet on set. Here we go.
Okay.
This is gonna be fun. I'm excited.
Hello.
Make host and your host.
So,
Boom.
do you make me host? Do you make me host that? Did you make me host that?
Yep.
Oh,
All over to you.
perfect. Okay, I'm just muting her. Awesome. I'm gonna share my screen. All right. Okay, can you guys see my screen? Awesome. Okay. So, welcome. We are doing a Tuesday, well, Zach's morning, Wednesday, wherever you are in the world. We are introducing Healy to those who haven't heard about it. And usually Zach leads these calls, so I am really going to be having him, since the three of us are a huge fan of this amazing innovation. This is the next evolution of holistic health and freedom. And here we go. We're going to jump right into it. There is a we have testimonials. Zach, do you want me to run this video right now, or
I can't remember how much time we have. That's okay. No, I think it might be a bit laggy on the Zoom, but we can just keep rolling. Yeah.
Okay, we'll get to the testimonials, but that's a video about the testimonials. So this is the amazing device that we have right now. It can fit in the palm of your hand. The first wearable device in history. So Zach actually was introduced to this a year ago. Zach, do you want to speak really quickly about how this came into your life?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is great. Get to share the Zoom with you guys, and I just got to meet Josh, which is Tony's friend, and Savannah and Sandra Peck is on as well. So Savannah's mum. Lovely to meet you, and everyone watching at home. Thanks for jumping on. The reason we wanted to hold this, I guess, Zoom and a bit of a info session around Healy is because we all love this device, and we are so grateful for it. For what it's done for our lives and the people that it's connecting us with, and also the opportunity to, impact the world. And so we just want to be able to share some of our insight and knowledge and kind of, hopefully pass on some knowledge that we've picked up. Tony's an amazing human who, I'll get him to kind of share his story as well, but a war veteran. He's now doing, plant ceremonies and working with frequency therapy to help soldiers with PTSD. And so it's so inspiring working with you, Tony, and Savannah. We've known each other for nearly 7 years now in the health and wellness industry. And I was like, a year ago, I was like, Savannah, you got to look at this. This is crazy. Like, what? And then you were busy and traveling. This was amazing. And then you kind of saw it, and I sent you my device, and you're like, oh my God, Zach, this is incredible. And you've been sharing it with everybody. And so it's, I was the same. As soon as I found the device, I wanted to share it with everybody. It helped me reduce tension in my jaw, helped me recover from a gym injury, which would usually take my body a week to recover. It recovers my body within about 12 hours. So I'm back in the gym the next day instead of the next week. And then it helped me with anxiety, the ear mental balance acute program. So it helped my sleep and brought my dreams back. And it's just helped me stay really balanced and centered. And so whenever I'm feeling out of balance, it helps me get back on track. And so, we all here share the collective vision that we want to help people. And I think the real reason we're here is because we want to make the world a better place. We want to be our purest form and then add value to the world. And the only way we can really add value to the world is if we fill our own cup up, energetically, physically, mentally, emotionally, and then, ooze that and share that with other people. And so that's what this is now, I guess, allowing us to do. And so, that's where it started. And I think the slides may have just disappeared here. I think Savannah's just kind of checked out with the internet. She's over in Mexico. But, if you guys are out there and you guys are wanting to improve your energy or improve your sleep or help pain in your body or let go of trauma, there are so many programs with the Healy that this helps to re-center you towards, what's most true for you. And so we're going to do a bit of a deep dive into the science, how it works, the testimonials and whatnot over the next 20, 30 minutes. But before we do that, Tony, do you want to just kind of share a bit of your story with the Healy the last couple of months? I know it's been super eventful for you.
Thanks, Zach. So I've been working with different frequency healing devices for about 3 years now. Started with the Reich machine, and then it went to bioresonance and radionics, and I really saw the power that frequencies have to help harmonize and balance our system so that we can heal. With the Healy, it's been a game changer for me personally and a lot of the people I've shared it with. I've shared this with hundreds of people, and always excited to hear the testimonials coming back. And it's just an exciting tool to give people their power back in their health. When you have the ability to scan your own aura and your bioenergetic field and then address those imbalances with frequencies, it kind of helps to rewire or reprogram everything so that you're elevated and operating at a higher level. So this device can help you on so many different levels. And it's just an exciting to share and then see the impact it has on different people's lives, whether it be some issue they've been dealing with for years or just everyday stressors and things that happen to us. So with me, I just go out and I hang out here at the local kava bar, and I do free scans and kind of introduce people into the power of frequency therapy, and also I share plant medicine things because I'm working with in the shamanic practices of sacred ceremonies, all of that. So.
All right. Sorry about that, guys. My internet dropped. Can you hear me?
Yes, we're back online. I just shared my story, and then Tony's shared his story too.
Perfect. So I guess I'll share my story really quick too. I was a personal trainer, and I got into neuro-linguistic programming for the mind, and I started coaching. I opened my own business in Ottawa, Canada, and something felt like it was missing. I was missing the spiritual part. I had the physical, I had the mind, but I was missing the spiritual aspect of my life. So synchronicities happened. I met a shaman, and luckily enough, he saw something in me where I was able to take his 2-year shaman course, and it changed my life. And from there, I learned about sound frequencies and all sorts of crazy stuff in the spiritual realm. And from there, I decided I wanted to get rid of my business, started traveling the world. That's actually when I went to Australia. I went and visited Zach because we were in this other company together. And we stayed in touch. So luckily, a year ago, Zach introduced me to this frequency device. Again, everyone is there's some people not going to be ready for it. And then some people are going to jump on the train right away. I knew that I loved what he was talking about, and I believed what he was doing, but I wasn't quite ready to jump into it. So it took me some time. And then finally, when I was exiting out of a toxic relationship, Zach happened to send me one of his devices, because with this amazing company, you can actually get a free device. And so he sent me it, and it showed up at my door the day after I left my relationship, and it completely changed my life. It opened my eyes to microcurrent frequencies. So I was all into sound frequencies before, and then the rest is history. It helped change. I had athlete's foot from being a personal trainer. It got rid of that after 2 weeks. It helped my emotional and my mental state. And it literally has changed my relationships with my friends, with my family, because you get into stuff, like, as you can see with these pictures, it connects us on such a deeper level than most people are connected. So that's my story. And we have over 6,000 people in our tribe, thanks to Zach. He took it upon himself to start this a year ago. and he never looked back, right, Zach? You got rid of everything else you were doing and started focusing on this full time.
Exactly. Yeah, I was doing a couple of jobs before. I had my own business, and I just thought, look, this is a once in a lifetime time, the right product, the right time, the right company, the right me. Timing is quite important when you're looking at things like this, and the world is waking up, and people are open to something brand new, and there's no competition with this product whatsoever. So it's been an exciting journey to educate people on frequency therapy, and to offer somebody a solution where the whole family, you buy one of these devices and the whole family can use it forever. Integrating frequency therapy into their home. And the first thing that I researched, I'd love to know from you guys, and there's some new people listening, what were your biggest questions in the beginning? Like, what were your biggest, say, challenges or concerns? I had 2 or 3 main concerns in the beginning. My main one was around, the Bluetooth. I'm not a big fan of wireless, and so the good thing about the Healy is that once it's connected, you can disconnect the phone, and then you don't need to have your smartphone with you, and you can use it without the EMFs, which is really good. The other thing was around my information and data. Privacy is really important to me. So the Healy has everything on an encryption, a military grade encryption process. And it just allows no one's data to be compromised. Even if you lose the information, you can't even get it back from the head company and anything like that too. So it's all private, all confidential, military grade. And then my third concern was like, where's the science? Where's the research? So I looked at Caroline McMacken, Nuno Nina, looked these people up. Caroline McMacken's been using this for 20 or 30 years already with different machines, helping high-end sports athletes. She gets called in when the athletes, an injury or surgery's happened. And Nuno Nina has already been using this for 15 years in 7 of his clinics throughout Portugal. So, Healy's partnered with these main amazing people who understand that health isn't black and white. Health is a synergy of doing a bunch of holistic practices to really become ultimately healthy, whether it's connecting back to nature, eating well, good water, sleep is definitely number one. And exercise is not as important as we think, but it's still important. But also having frequency therapy, if we are going to be in this technological world, why not have a device to support us against the EMFs or against the harsh chemicals in our environment and things like that. But hey guys, what were your, Tony and Sav, what were your main kind of questions or concerns in the beginning, and what did you kind of discover as you've started to use Healy and share it around?
I'll let Tony go first on this one. Tony, do you want to go first?
For me, I didn't really, since I had already been experienced with the power of frequency therapy and healing, it was more about verifying that this thing works and going from there. So as I told you, Zach, before, I have a friend who has a very powerful radionics software that costs over $30,000, and it does similar things to the Healy as far as distance scanning and sending frequencies for healing, but it has the option to actually tap into things. So I scanned the Healy for its effectiveness, and anything over 50% is good, but really you want to be 80% and above, and the Healy came back at, I think it was 100% yes. So that's very strong. So that really intrigued me. And then I asked if I'm supposed to be just using this for my own healing, or if I'm supposed to use it for myself and helping others and the business side of things. And it was 43% for me and 96% for others in the business. So I jumped right in and I shared it with all of my friends who are healers. And
hey Tony, I don't know if your mic is hitting maybe against your shirt or something.
Oh, is it bouncing around?
Bouncing around. There we go. Oh, we're good.
Okay.
Thanks.
Do I need to restart?
No, perfect. You're good.
So I shared it with like my friends who are naturopathic doctors and healers, and
yeah. There we go.
That's better. It's not making the sound now.
Okay.
It's making a crackling sound, Tony.
All right. Anyways, I apologize for that. So for me, I ended up sharing it with like 15 people within the first 2 weeks. and it was really powerful. And then as Zach helped me run scans on people until I got my Healy, it's just the results proves itself. So that's what I like to do, is I get out and run around and offer to educate people on frequency therapy, and then I do scans for them, and it really hits some points within, like the aura scan will pick up on trauma and certain things and imbalances within you that once you see it on paper, it really kind of triggers that awareness and be like, okay, this is really something I need to work on. And it's been a powerful tool to kind of show others how frequency devices work. And then the bioenergetic scan, like for me, it picked up on childhood trauma, and then it also picked up on chronic back pain and my nerve damage and things like that. So it's been a game changer for me. Sleep, it's changed my life with sleep, and that's really the key to life anyways. If you're not getting well rested and good sleep, it impacts everything else that you're doing. So for me, I went from sleeping maybe 2 hours and rolling around to full 6 to 8 hours. And then on top of that, I broke my back, blew out my shoulder, compressed discs in my neck, nerve damage, and it's been helping me tremendously with any kind of pain or my nerves acting up and things like that. So I guess we'll pass it to Savannah.
Nice. Yeah, that's awesome, Tony. So my biggest thing was most people, they can't wrap their head around how does this small thing do what it does? They don't understand. And the biggest thing that I always say is look at how technology is evolving. Like look at this big machine that he's using with his patients. He has it on his desk. It's not really going to move around. The patients come to him. They hold these big rods. It's big, right? They're heavy. Well, it's just like the phone. The phone was massive. It was like up against the wall with a cord. Look at the TVs. The TVs were like these big boxes on the ground. The computers, remember the computers when we were like young? The computers came out and they're like this fat. They're like these massive computers. It's the same idea. Technology is advancing. People are able to invent things to make them smaller and sleeker and more convenient. So this is something that they've taken that was really big and then condensed it into something really small, just like they were able to do with our phones, with our TVs. So that's how I explain it. I don't understand it completely, just like I don't understand how they took a fat computer and made it into a small little phone. But the fact that it is working, we have testimonials, and this technology has been around for years and is just making its way to North America. So that's always what I like to explain to people, is that North America, this has been suppressed for so long, and now we're just starting to really learn about it. It's in its growth phase right now. So who is Healy for?
I love it. I love when you get excited, Savannah. This is what it's about. Get fired up.
So who's Healy for, guys?
Wow. Anyone who is passionate about health, anyone that is working towards a health goal. They've got new year kind of resolutions. They've got maybe some health challenges they're focusing on, or maybe they've got a family and they're wanting to support them without having to rely on other practitioners or spend lots of money with other so-called experts. So if anyone who wants to empower their own health, I would say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Like I believe it's for anyone that wants to take it upon themselves to take control of their life. Anyone who wants to empower themselves, to heal themselves, you can go and see a healers, you can go and see shamans, you can go and see naturopath. That's all great. There's all different healing modalities, and each person is going to bring something else to the table, right? But with this, you take it upon yourself to be your own healer. You tap into your own energy in the moment. It gets you focused. It puts your intention and your attention on this one thing every single day. And you literally change your whole vibration by focusing on it more. So instead of making an appointment with a healer or with someone, you can make an appointment with yourself every day.
Yeah, I agree. I've spent probably over $20,000 in the last 3 years on my own healing journey, whether that be with plant medicines or traveling the world and learning from different healers and doctors and naturopaths. And you can gain a lot of knowledge, but to really know what's going on in your bioenergetic field or your auric field, this like puts that power into your own hands. So I learned from kinesiologists how to do muscle testing and kind of tap into the same things, but this device takes that out of the hands of yourself and your mind, and actually taps deep into what's actually going on within your body, mind, and spirit. So it's an incredible device. It really empowers you, and it's exciting to use because you get to scan yourself daily. You get to run frequencies to then balance and harmonize everything out, and it's like given me an increase in energy and focus and motivation, and I just love to share it. I just want to empower others to be able to take control of their own health, get away from pharmaceutical drugs, and just have access to something like this versus having to go to some expensive healer or doctor, etc.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'll just add one more thing to that is this is perfect for practitioners as well, like people who may not have the confidence to start their own business. Well, if they come into this, they have an entire community to grow this business with. So they're not just doing it by themselves. They're actually stepping into an entire community, leveraging each other, just like we are on these calls, and growing something together, using each other for 3 ways, using each other for webinars to explain it for us if we don't know all the answers. So for practitioners, they could use it in their practice. They could be doing a Reiki session, or they could be doing a past life regression, whatever they're doing, naturopathic session. They could be running vibrations on their clients as well and be sending out specific PDF reports that their clients can get, which is huge for someone to get like a tangible piece of like evidence, or a piece of like a product. Everyone loves to receive something, whether it's even just an email, but it's something that they can print out and put up on their wall and look at every day to be reminded of, okay, this is where I need to work on. So yeah, anyone with a smartphone can be using this rather than having their phone as a dumb phone, right? Is that how you say it, Zach? Everyone's phone is getting them to, is dumbing the population down. They're just scrolling, whatever, maybe Netflix, Instagram, Facebook. People are losing hours each day of their lives by getting addicted to their phones, because these engineers are so smart and intelligent that they're able to program people to stay on the apps and waste their life. So with this, we're actually using our phone to do something so much bigger with our life, to connect us to our soul, to connect us to other people, to scan their auras. So do you want to add anything to that, Zach?
That's right. No, that's it. And so we just live in a world where we now have access. I think if everyone was given the opportunity to say, hey, would you like to use your phone to grow your mind and to connect with people that you love, and to, help support your body's healing, and, like earn money, who wouldn't want a phone that does that? You know what I mean? And that's what we have access to now. We can build a business from our phone. We can, learn freedom, do as much as we can for freedom of speech and share the good news with everyone, So that's what the Healy does. Now you connect it with your Healy, with your smartphone, and now you have frequencies that help regenerate the body. It's a no-brainer. Like, of course someone would want that. So this is what it's about, and this is why we're here.
Yeah, you did it the smart way. Exactly. So a disclaimer, we always have to say this: Healy is a medical device for the treatment of pain and chronic pain, fibromyalgia, skeletal pain, migraine, as well as for the supportive treatment of mental illnesses such as depression, anxiety, and related sleep disorders. Because, we can't say that this is going to heal you, but it is going to give your cells energy. It is going to give it ATP. And then from there, your body's going to be in a better state to heal itself. So we always want to let people know that we're not saying that this can heal your illness. It's just, it is going to help your body generate more ATP, more energy, and harmonize the frequencies of your field. So this company talks about Nikola Tesla a lot. Do you guys want to jump in on this one? Because I know you guys, you know, share a lot of his stuff, like Joe Dispenza, Bruce Lipton.
Go for it, Tony. You got this.
Tony, jump in here.
Well, everything at its core is frequency and vibration, and Nikola Tesla already attested to this way back in the early 1900s and stuff. So a lot of his technology has been suppressed, and I've been guided to frequency and vibration in his since my awakening. So when you can tap into and narrow down what frequencies represent health within cells and organs and things like that, and then basically inform your bioenergetic field of where that is, your body can then start to kind of adjust for health. So the way I look at it is, like, since I've suffered a lot of injuries and been in chronic pain and suffered from depression and anxiety and high blood pressure and all of that, when you've been suffering like through things for long times, your body doesn't know what health feels like anymore. So you can address that with these frequencies that then show your body and mind what health is, and as far as the frequency, and then your body will start to adjust and correct itself. So it's just a powerful, it's just an amazing tool to biohack and be able to address all of these things within your system, to make it like your new normal. On top of, like, I always push like healthy diet. So you want to eat more alkaline foods and address everything. So it's just another tool to really amplify all the other things that you're doing as well.
Yeah, and I'll add to that. I posted a video on my Facebook a month ago, and we can really see this global awakening happening about around energy and around frequencies, because it was my first video that went viral. It got shared like 70,000 times, and it was just a video of this guy putting salt or sand on a table, and it was just all laid out randomly. And then he took an instrument and he was touching the table with it, and then all the sand did a formation of this beautiful pattern. And each tool that he used on the table, the sand went into different beautiful patterns, just like a snowflake. So it was just so amazing to see, and everyone just blew up and thought it was the coolest thing ever. And so we're starting to see that people are realizing that we weren't taught this growing up, unfortunately. We weren't taught about our energy field and how the universe and everything in it and everything around us is all energy, just vibrating at a different frequency. So I'll let Zach take this one.
Okay. So just, to break down, how does the Healy work? This is in 2 simple steps. This is how it works. So it analyzes bioenergetic imbalances. So what that means is you hold it in your hand, you use the app, you connect, and within less than 15 seconds, you've done a full scan of your energetics. It's pinpointed within one of 120 different programs which one's best supporting you in your body's process of getting back into balance or back into homeostasis. So my little brother had some acne. It recommended the acne program. Rob, he had his back pain, which was like a 9 out of 10, and it came up in his scan as number 1. He ran the sticky pads on his back, and it went from a 9 out of 10 to a 2 out of 10 pain in 10 minutes. And I was like, holy moly, my friend's eye program, or eyes are bad, and it came up eyes. And then she ran that for 45 minutes and she could see better and clearer and more vivid. And I was like, this is incredible. And so it analyzes what's out of balance, and then it sends specific frequencies back to catalyze organic healing in your body. So your body's the miracle, but sometimes we just get in our own way. And so the Healy just bypasses whatever's stopping it, and just to help regenerate. So it's personalized frequencies and dynamic feedback. So it's personalizing and communicating with your phone and you and the device to give you the best frequencies in every moment, immediately, in real time.
Mm-hmm. Great explanation.
Okay, so hopefully everyone, we have your attention. So what does the Healy actually do?
What does it do?
I think I need to upgrade this slide. I think it needs to be a bit more exciting. We need to add on a few more things here.
Fireworks, yeah.
Drum roll. But, these are some of the categories that the Healy uses. But, for people out there, people who are going through a health challenge right now, there's programs for anyone, whether you're a busy professional, you're an entrepreneur, you're in the office, or you're working from home and you need to improve your energy, or whether you're an athlete and you want to help your muscles recover quicker or have more strength, or focus on weight loss, or whether you're learning and a uni student and want to focus or concentration or memory. These are biohacks. It's hacking our biology to strengthen the systems that we already have, so then you can perform better in every area of life. So beauty programs, right? Skin, the chakra programs, if you feel like there's stuck energy, pain, detox, skin, this is, and it's just the beginning. This is the first beta round of the Healy, and it's so exciting as to what's coming for this year.
Exactly. It's just like the iPhone. Think about when the iPhone first came out, right? There's only so much it can do. And then look at how many years into it, it's got what, 3 cameras to it now on the highest one. It can do all these amazing, cool features. And most people don't even use all the features of their iPhone because there's just so much to it. And that's actually what we're seeing with the Healy device. So people can use it at its most basic function. And then there's other people like naturopaths that can actually go in and learn the fine details of all the readings. And there's just depending on what your level is and how much you want to know about it. But that's what I love saying is there's all these different categories. And just think about, people say, well, you know what? I have my own intuition. I can just use my own healing abilities. Of course you can. But having a physical thing like your little mini therapist, it's going to help. It's just going to help. So why not have a personal trainer if you can have a personal trainer for the rest of your life? It's going to push you into doing things that you might not think about, that might not come up into your awareness. So there's a lot to it. So how does this happen? Zach's good at this one.
So how does this happen? So what we've got at the top is the BEF, which stands for our bioenergetic field. And then the bottom circle is our cells. So you've got the Healy in the very middle. And so it's kind of like a yin yang, right? Or it is a yin yang. And so you've got frequencies for the bioenergetic field. So what they've done through 15 years of research, they've gone, what does this frequency do? What does this frequency do? And they've mapped it over the body, and also from other practitioners, frequency specialists for, the Rife frequencies, for example, the time waver machine has. And now it communicates between the bioenergetic field and the cells and recommends specific frequencies to balance out and connect the mind, the body, and soul to traditionally what would be called the chi or the prana. So in scientific terms, it's information flow on the quantum level. And if we have blockages, there's just no flow, there's no coherence. And so this is then kind of rewrites it's kind of like on the beach every morning, you have the big truck that comes on and it cleans up all the ocean, it cleans up all the sand, and it takes up all the rubbish, but it also makes the sand look really clear and fresh in the morning before everyone goes for a run or goes for a swim. Healy is like rewriting the sand of life, rewriting the sand of our memory and our past, so that we can step into life in any way that we want, so to speak. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Tony, you want to add to that?
No, he covered it pretty well.
Yeah. I'll add one thing. So basically what I understand of it too, and I learned this in shamanism and Reiki, is that we have this field around us, this aura, these colorful auras around us. And sometimes we can have patches in our aura. And believe it or not, it could happen from things that are toxic, whether it's things that we eat or whether it's people that actually their energy gets attached to us. And so we have patches in our aura, and that's what actually diminishes our health. So what this do, just like Zach's analogy with the sand, it actually helps patch up the aura around us, and it kind of smooths out our aura. And that's what actually Reiki masters do when they're doing Reiki on people. They're smoothing out people's auras, and you actually feel a lot better after. Just with the intention and the attention, we can actually do so much powerful things. So it's using the vibration of this machine, so to patch up the aura and the energy field, and then the microcurrent frequencies that we can feel them. We can actually feel them going into our ears, going into our body, wherever we put it. And that's the microcurrent going right into our cells. So people, sometimes we have to explain it in different ways from different people. Some people won't like my voice. They might like Zach's voice. Who knows?
Canadian versus Australian.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, with this one as well, guys, the easiest way to describe it is in each cell, we have what's called the mitochondria. And think of the mitochondria as little battery packs. Now, as we age, and there's a few slides here that will describe this, but as we age, or as toxic thoughts or trauma or, EMFs or radiation or whatever comes into our body, it disrupts the mitochondria's ability to create energy. And so some of the people that I've been researching, they say like 85% of these modern day diseases are as a result of our mitochondria mutating. And so when these mitochondria mutate based on the real world right now, it changes our ability to produce energy. And when we don't have the energy or the life force, the prana or this information, our body isn't able to regenerate. And so the Healy bypasses everything straight to the mitochondria and plugs it in with a charging cord like your phone or your laptop, and goes, here, mitochondria, this is the exact frequency you need to start actually regenerating. And so there's science behind this. There's an animal study that actually says that there's a 500% boost in ATP production from certain frequencies. And my girlfriend has some period pain sometimes, so she puts the sticky pads on her belly, and that helps dramatically. And on that actual program, I've never used it before, but it's a 100 hertz, and 100 hertz is apparently really good for the pain there, but also it's the same electrical charge around our mitochondria. And so, I don't know, I think I'm going to start using the local menstruation cycle, because it's actually the same frequency of the mitochondria with 100 hertz. So it's for 20 minutes, use it, you can connect it. So, I'm going to try that out actually and see if that actually helps. But this is working
let us
on.
know. Yeah.
I'll let you know. I'll start posting on my social media. See how that goes down.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's pretty fascinating stuff. Like, I'll just add to that. One of my, I was using it for a couple weeks, and then the cycle, for people in the spiritual world, it's a moon cycle for females. And so during my moon cycle, I actually did a scan, and it actually came up menstruation. I couldn't believe it. So I'd already been using it for 3 weeks, didn't tell me anything. And then the week that I was actually, like a couple days before my moon cycle came, it actually told me that I should be using the menstruation frequency. It just blew my mind. And that's when I actually told a bunch of people about it. And I was like, okay, this thing is bang on. Like, it actually came up right around that time. So I was blown away.
Hey, Tony, have you used the menstruation cycle yet?
I definitely have not tried that.
He's going to now.
These are two people that everyone should definitely research. If you like being a bit geeky, do some just YouTube and a bit of research online. And they in 1985, Roberto Becker had a book called The Body Electric, and he was actually studying animals, and animals have, just like us, a regeneration process. Now, some animals regenerate differently. The salamander lizard, if you cut its leg off, regenerates naturally, fully, perfectly, if it gets cut off. But a frog doesn't have the ability to regenerate its limbs. But what they did is they found the electrical charge that the salamander created, pinpointed that electrical charge, connected it to the frog's leg that had been cut off, and the frog's leg grew back 50%. It wasn't fully, but this is back in 1985. And why aren't we taught this? Why aren't we taught that there's this regeneration process within our body? It's like Wolverine from the X-Men, and he breaks an arm or something gets happened and he regenerates. Our body does that slowly. The Healy accelerates that process. And so that's what it's focusing on. And they also connect it to plants. Plants also have a regeneration process. And if you connect microcurrent, they grow 3 times faster. And so, this is the truth is out there. It's just there's only a small group of people that believe what we believe. And this is why we're so passionate about it, is because there is a hidden truth that's been suppressed. And now we have this ability to express it on webinars like this. It's exciting.
Exactly. It's coming to the surface, right? Like everyone's starting to realize that big pharma has been running the world all through TV commercials, through newspaper ads. They're literally selling people on medications, which actually in turn might help something temporarily, but in the long term, it's actually going to affect people more negatively. So with this, it might take longer to actually heal something, but for the longer term, it's going to be way better on our systems. So I'm so happy that this is coming to North America. So Tony, do you want to try taking the slide?
Go for it, Tony.
I don't know about that, but
just your thoughts on inflammation, stress.
well, basically what the Healy is supposed to do is increase your cellular ATP by up to 500%. And what the way I kind of understand it is, it takes like unhealthy or low functioning cells and helps boost them to then be healthy and functioning at higher levels, so that your body can then heal itself in many, many ways. So
Exactly. Yeah.
oh,
so yeah, just go for it, Zach. You want to add something?
No, that's perfect. Okay. And we do all these other healthy habits every day, and the Healy is accelerating what we're already doing, or adding that extra bit of support. You can be eating ice cream while doing the Healy, or you can be walking along the beach, and meditating and doing your breath work. It's up to you how you use it, but it's always going to be supporting our field. And so why not couple it with other health, supporting habits?
Exactly. So show me the results. You know that saying, show me the money, show me the results. So there's been a survey of number of Healy applications for effect. So how many individual Healy applications in total until a positive effect is noticeable? So this is a cool little diagram. They're saying 1 application, 15%. And then 7 to 10 applications, 17%. So do you want to add to that, Zach?
Yeah, so, some people use the Healy once and they have a result. Some people need to use the Healy 10 times or 10 plus times to have a result. But depending on how many times you use it, everyone's going to experience a result. So, if you're very healthy already, sometimes you're not going to find a massive improvement, but it's that extra. For me, if I do a Healy program today or a couple programs today, I'm feeling more balanced, calm, rested the next day. And so there's this like accumulating result. It's not like I don't do the energy program and it's like a shot of coffee. It's like, woo, it's not like that for me. It's more gentle and long term. And so, yeah, whether that is that extra supportive for anxiety help, or whether it's just, you're finding your skin starting to regenerate quicker, or you're using less moisturizer, there's these accumulating results. And that's why using it 3 times a day is what they recommend, and 3 glasses of water, and, just integrating it into what you're already doing. Yeah. What are some of your favorite programs at the moment, guys?
I just do what it recommends, and then I'll kind of intuitively pick something. But yeah, obviously, like from my experience and the people that I've worked with and helped with the Healy, if you have like severe chronic pain or like major issues, those people tend to notice the results more than someone that's, say, more healthy, but the results are still there. They're just more subtle, so you have to be really kind of aware, and it builds up over time.
And then this slide talks about a study where out of 249 people, 94% of people would recommend it, and only 6% of people wouldn't recommend it. And so I find a lot of people, when they receive the Healy, they're like, oh, if it works for me, I'll share it with other people. But the thing is, people, they get that result, or even before they find that result, they're sharing it with other people because it's so easy, it's user-friendly. It's so exciting being able to read your energetics in real time, and then, do something about it instead of waiting a month or going to see a practitioner, or spending a lot of money to get these tests and then going, oh, this is what I got to do. But by the time the test came back, you've had different habits, you've changed your lifestyle, and so this is allowing you to tweak and guide your health in a more conscious way every day.
Exactly. And a lot of people are kind of, society as a whole is kind of addicted to quick fixes and instant results. And I think this does and can do that. However, with any kind of health practice, whether it be changing your diet or meditation or breath work or anything like that, it's more beneficial, and you'll see bigger results when you use it with consistency. So that's where you have to be patient and continue to use these things and test it out, and it always proves itself.
Exactly. And like since I was a personal trainer, a lot of people would think that, they'll come to the gym and they'll come 2 times a week for 2 weeks. And then they're like, oh, I'm not seeing the results, so I'm just not going to come anymore. This isn't worth my money. It's not worth my time. Well, it's the same idea. It's like each person is so different. We all need different things. So it might take someone 1 month before they actually start to see significant results by them using this every single day. It might take someone only 2 times a week, where they might notice that they feel a lot better and that's all they need, and they're not worried about doing more. So each person is so different, but that I say you have to give it time. You have to give it time for you to even learn about it, for you to try different programs. Just like if you were going to see a personal trainer, you cannot expect to feel like everything's completely perfect after a couple sessions, right? Like it's a very small way of thinking. So everyone's so different. So this group, I love this group. I'll jump into it. It's called the Frequency Experience. It's a Facebook group that Zach actually created. There's 50,000 members in there right now, which is unbelievable in just over a year. And everyone, it's just like momentum. Once something takes off, it's totally in that uphill right now, where people are sharing their own testimonials. And then because the community is so supportive, everyone's commenting and congratulating and asking questions, wanting to learn more, posting about autism or their dogs or their horses healing, people scanning their cars and their houses and their energy of their house changing. Like the amount of testimonials in this group is unbelievable. Everyone needs to check it out. You can use the search bar, type anything you want, type in back pain, type in weight loss, and you will see everyone's testimonial pop up. It's quite fascinating. It's just an amazing tool for someone who's interested, or if you know someone who's interested, you can send them to this, and no pressure. Let them take a look at it for themselves. And yeah, do you want to add anything to that, guys?
No, it's just an easy way to share. It's just, hearing the testimonials definitely improved my belief. And that was just the beauty of when I got my Healy. I didn't even know how to use it. I was just like scan, and just like figuring it out as I went. And as I've shared it with more people, the more of these testimonials come up, and that's built my belief. But if you haven't gone out to share the Healy, you don't have that experience yourself. So this is a great one to boost that confidence and go, okay, it's not just me who's enjoying these results, it's other people too.
Exactly. I actually have a funny story about scanning a business for a friend. And I scanned the business and ran the aura scan on it, and it came back, and it was pretty spot on to my actual friend's aura scan. So it's like tied together. So wherever your energy is put in, it affects everything. So it's always good to be able to balance and harmonize and be at your highest vibration when you're putting your energy into anything.
Exactly. And it's just like when I'm really into saging, because I learned that in my shamanism course. Sage, certain different types of plants can help remove or clear energy in a house or clear your auras. It's the same idea with using the actual Healy device. It could patch up the energy in the house. It could clear the energy in the house, which is the same idea as saging it. That's my thoughts on it. So
That's
meet
really
the
interesting. I never
team.
thought about that. That's awesome.
Yeah, nice. I'm smart like that. No, I'm just kidding. So Zach, I'll let you take this because he's more connected.
Oh, well, we can all. What's our favorite thing about Marcus? Maybe we can just add 1 or 2 points. I think one of the most interesting things about him is that if you go on the website timewaver.com, change it from German to English, they have their own institute for consciousness research. I think that's amazing. It's like a TED talk. They have all these scientists, physicians, therapists, and engineers on there. So if you love to kind of expand your mind like a TED talk, they run their own that process in their own organization. I got the chance to kind of meet him on a webinar, and I asked him, like, what's your morning routine like? And he said he starts his day every day with lemon and water, and his favorite programs are just the Healy Gold programs. So that's just, there's energy release, relaxation, being, balance, and those are just his favorite go-tos. So I thought that was really interesting. What about you guys?
So I really liked hearing that he lived in India for like 6 years, was it? Now that, like most scientists, so I have a couple of friends that are engineers, and they are not into the spiritual side at all. They're into the engineering, the science, show me the science, show me the science. So the fact that this man lived in India and opened himself to that spiritual world, he really connected the science meeting the spirituality. And that's what I love about my research on him, is that this is really what it's about. This device is about your intention. You have to, if you don't believe in it, then chances are it will not work for you. So it's the intention of our mind. It is so powerful. And so he talks about that a lot. It's our consciousness. We have to put our intention with our attention, and then let it do its thing, and see what happens. Tony, do you want to add anything?
No, that's exactly how it works. We can block our own healing. So whether that be, what I did is when I first went through my awakening, it was a reprogramming of my subconscious mind from a victim mentality and more empowering of myself with positive I am affirmations, and listening to people like Neville Goddard and Abraham Hicks, and really getting a hold of just your whole subconscious programming and your thought processes, and changing your perspective, and really being open to feeling worthy of being healed and going through that. So when you're talking about all of these energetics combined, I think that it's something that I love to share and give people tools to be able to take their power back in that way and know that they are fully supported and can be healed and live a healthy, happy life. So.
Mm-hmm. Yes, for sure.
And so, yeah, one of the investors behind Healy is Christian Harper. He's an entrepreneur and made a lot of his money through apparently cryptocurrency, but also super fund. And he's a founder of that. And so he kind of lost his way for a while, as you know, some people do when they find all this crazy wealth. And he kind of came back to the aha moment of he wants to only invest into sustainable technologies. And so one of the chains of restaurants he's invested in is a vegan Michelin star restaurant chain. And so he's behind that, and he's also behind Healy as well. And so, you know, he was on the Frequency Friday last Friday, and he's just, you know, a very calm, you know, beautiful human being. I think his heart and his head are in the right place. And it's great to know that, you know, behind the scenes, there's a lot of powerful, strong, grounded, spiritual, conscious, awake people behind Healy. Whether it's the inventors, whether it's Marcus, the inventor, whether it's the corporate team, you know, this is a startup. It's very new, it's very fresh, you know, 2.5, 3 years old, young, you know, but it's backed by the frequency company of Time Waver that's been around 15 years. So this is still in its early days. We're still, you know, there's only 120, 150,000 people who have a Healy in the world. And so with last year growing so quickly, you know, this is just the beginning. We've created the foundation, and now this year we're looking for other people who like, okay, they resonate with this, and we're like, oh my God, let's change the world. And this is really why we jump on these webinars. It's not about us anymore. It's like, how can we help build, you know, cultural, you know, shifts within groups globally. I haven't met you, Tony, you know, Sandra and Josh. You know, I've connected with Josh on a Zoom just before this. Josh is about to jump in to do some ads online, you know, with his new website with Healy and stuff. So he's just got his Healy. He's super excited. And so, you know, this message needs to be told. This is why we're here.
Exactly. It's connecting all of us on such a deeper level, especially during this global pandemic, this lockdown where they're literally, it's like a war on our consciousness, right? That's what we're realizing, is that with the programming from the TVs and from the news, and it is literally, they are lowering our frequencies with the music, with so many things. So this is like one of our one chances to really take control of our own frequency and like work together to raise the vibration of the planet. And it's happening. Like you said, Zach, it's in the beginning phases, but 150,000 is going to turn to 300,000. It's going to turn to 1 million. And it's just a matter of time where this becomes like the new normal. That's what I would like to, you know, this is the new normal, not the shit that they're putting on us through the news. It's like we get to create our reality.
Love that. Love that.
So additions. Oh, yes. So the Healy Gold. So Nuno Nina, he is the creator, I don't know if I'm saying it right, the creator or the inventor, right, Zach, of the Healy Gold frequencies. So these are like the most basic frequencies that we all could benefit from every single day. So this is what you get with the gold model. It is the price, it says right here, $470, and it comes with, I think it's 20 programs, Zach? So it comes with all the gold frequencies, which is pure, care, balance, being, energy. So all these are basic frequencies that we could literally use every single day, multiple times a day if we want. And we can start benefiting from it harmonizing our body on different levels. Do you want to add anything to the Healy Gold?
No, you got it.
Perfect. I'll run with it. So the Healy Holistic Plus, so there's 4 models that you can choose from, and it's meant to fit everyone's budget. So just depending on what you're looking for. So the Healy Holistic Plus, it comes with the gold cycle and then 8 more individualized microcurrent frequency programs. So you get to choose actually the second category that you want. So you get the gold, and then you get to choose out of 16 categories of frequencies, you get to choose the second one, which I love. So you can choose between the bioenergetic balance, the mental balance, the meridians, the sleep, the skin. So for me, let's say I only had, let's say my budget was $1,000, then I would definitely be going with this, because you actually get all of these, and then you get the gold as well, if I'm not wrong. But it's just depending on your budget. And the best one, in my opinion, and I'm lucky enough because Zach, like I said, he sent me his Healy resonance to try out. And I would never want anyone else to get anything but the resonance at this point, because it's a one-time purchase. You have it for the rest of your life. So Zach and I did a little thing the other webinar where we did a calculation on a calculator. You know, we said, okay, it's a $2,300, $2,500 investment, but it's one time. You're not getting a reoccurring auto monthly charge. It's one-time payment for the rest of your life, and you can use it on your family and your friends. But and you can upgrade as well. So you can start with the lowest model if that's all you could afford in your budget right now, and then you could upgrade and get more frequencies as you wish. And you just get the upgraded software, because that's really what we're paying for is the technology and the software that's been around for all these years. And the device itself, it can be replaced. It's a 2-year warranty, but it can be replaced after that if you have water damage or break it, for $300. So that's pretty amazing that you pay this one-time fee, and then if you do the calculations over the next 5 years even, it's such a small fee per day. It's like $1 something per day, you know, $30 per month over like how many years? I'm not good at math, so I'm not going to try to do it. But do you want to add anything, guys, to the models?
Well, at the moment there is a promotion. And
yes.
So, you know, this is until March 2nd, we have up to 50% off some of the Healys. And so, oh, Jesus, this door scared the hell out of me. It's the dog. It's Alfie. Come on, up. Come and meet Alfie, everyone. He's pretty cute. He's got a haircut. All right, so Alfie's going to do the rest of the webinar. You ready, mate? Tell the promotion. You don't get Alfie when you buy a Healy, unfortunately.
Oh, that's too bad.
And so with the Healys, each model gets an upgrade. So you're either saving in Australia $800 up to $1,500 Australian, or in America and Europe it's 500 to 1,000 euro or US dollars per model. So most people start on the resonance because it has all the scanning, all the everything. You know, that's if you're really wanting to utilize the Healy's full potential and then also scan others, that's what you want to be using, the resonance. So that works out to be 1,500 US instead of 2,400. In Australia, it's like 3,600, and it's, you know, 2,200 or 2,400. So if you start on a lower model, you can upgrade later on, and that's only available for the next, you know, until March 2nd. Every Healy gets 2-year warranty and a 2-week money-back guarantee. So yeah, this is the best time to get a Healy. Talk to the person that invited you to the webinar, and they can send you their link. And it takes 2 weeks delivery globally right now. And you should have it in a couple of weeks. And that first, if you go to the next slide, Savannah, in the first 30 days, there's what's called the fast start, and you can actually get free Healys. But before we chat about that, those are the countries it's available in. It's going to be opening later in Mexico and Korea and Canada. But people are still building there. You know, they're figuring out ways to do it. So wherever you are, you're probably one of the first to ever have a Healy in your area globally. And
one more thing I'd like to add, Zach, sorry to interrupt. With the Healy resonance, it's the only one that can do that. Zach actually brought it to my attention, was the distance scanning. So this is so amazing. You know, people do Reiki sessions through distance and healing through distance. I know we can't use certain words, so I want to just be careful on my wording there. But with the diagnostics and the scanning, this is the only way that you can actually get someone on a Zoom call like this on different parts of the world and you can actually scan their auras, scan their chakras, just with a little bit of information from them, with their picture, you know, where they're from, maybe their birth date, their name, their last name. And it is unbelievable what comes to the surface through distance, because time and space don't exist. I know that can get really woo-woo for a lot of people, but it's just as if you and I were sitting right next to me right now doing a scan on each other. We can't use the microcurrent frequencies that get attached to us, but we can do the vibration part. So there is amazing therapists that Zach has had on these calls, on interviews, and even Tony, and they're able to do distant scanning and vibrations on people that have actually, it's blowing people's mind what this is doing, because vibration is going through time and space. And so you can be in Mexico, where I am, and doing a scan on someone in Australia or anywhere in the world. So that's what's amazing about the resonance. It's the only model that can actually do that. So I just wanted to add that little piece to it.
Perfect. Yeah, that's really such a unique experience. We don't have, where else do you have a product where you can give someone an experience? It's just like a walkthrough, you know, and just to go through the Healy step by step. But when you're looking at an opportunity, if you're wanting to partner with an organization, you know, you got to ask some questions. And so, you know, we really feel that Healy is a unicorn product. A unicorn, you know, I've never seen a unicorn before, but the closest thing to it is Healy. And so we've got, you know, access to this machine that's no compromise. There's no other company on earth that has anything close to what this is. Everyone needs it. It's a, you know, hooks up to everyone's smartphone. It's so easy to use. And we're able to use the technology from the medical device company Time Waver with now, you know, this portable unit. We can travel anywhere with frequency therapy, and whoever you're chatting with, you know, hey, how are you? What's going on for you? What areas are you wanting to improve in your health? Oh my gosh, try this out, see if it helps. And so, you know, this is network marketing. It's referral based. It's, you know, we all know that television, radio, any of these kind of mediums, you know, even Instagram ads, I don't trust any of those damn Instagram ads with those products. But it's like, we trust people and experiences, and you know, if we're following certain people, so we are all, I guess, influencers in our own life, whether it's 5 people or 1 person or 500,000 people online. You know, we are influencing others, whether we like it or not. And so now we can actually influence them with something that can change their life. And so it's disrupting the skincare industry, it's disrupting the fitness industry, you know, supplements. There's digital nutrition coming out soon. There's even, you know, connectables for your Healy, so you can emanate the frequency into your room. You know, there's all these amazing advances in what this is doing, and it's helping with so many different industries and disrupting or accelerating what they're already doing through frequency therapy. And so, you know, 150,000 members in only 18 months. And so this is growing regardless of you guys. You know, we'd love to have you guys on the journey, but you don't have to share this with anyone. But if you want to share it, you can. You know, the people, we're going to probably do this webinar next week in this group, and those that join, if you join today, the people that join next week and the weeks after will join in your team as well. And so this is how it grows. And you can imagine over 3 months and 6 months and 12 months that happened last year, 6,000 people joined. You know, people are now earning an extra couple $100 a month, extra couple thousand or tens of thousands of dollars because of this frequency device helping people with their health and their wealth. So I don't know. I don't even know what more to say. It's a bit of a no-brainer, as we call it here in Australia.
Yeah, and just imagine if you share it with one person, only one person, it could change their life. And then imagine if they just shared it with one person and it changed their life. Well, you've already started a train, and you never know how that's going to take off, right? That's the most beautiful thing about network marketing. It's the best way to get something to go global. It's the people sharing what they love. So yeah, leading into a team of heart-centered leaders. Like, when you start to get into this community, you're going to see people like Zach and Tony and other women on this call, I'm sure of it, that are totally leading with their hearts. Like, there's no other better way to say it. It's there, people, we're waking up, and we are the people who want to help shift this world into a better place. We are the people who want to create a revolution, you know? So this is really about leaders most of us anyways, a lot of people will just use it for themselves, which is great, because we all know that when you heal yourself, you're actually by default healing other people, right? So
I love that. That's it.
yeah. So values, co-creation, healing, leading by example, love. Love is the highest frequency, right? So if we're waking up every day and we're scanning ourselves, or maybe we don't have that function, maybe we don't have the resonance, but if we're waking up every day using our intuition, what frequency do I need now? Hooking it up to yourselves, harmonizing your energy, you are literally coming from a better place when you walk out that door, when you go to talk to other people, right? You're raising your own energy. You're healing like the planet just by healing yourself. So it's big values there. So if you resonate with this, we want to partner with you. Like who wouldn't want to partner with like-minded people, right? We're going to get inspired and motivated, and we're going to literally create a different reality for ourselves. So this is for anyone that if you're resonating with anything on this level, energy, frequencies, healers, just shifting your own vibration or helping other people, we want to partner with you. We can help you. You can help us. We all bring something unique to the table, right, guys? Like,
That's how this world changes. Is we all need to, well, I recommend we all get into we figure out our genius. You know, why are we here? What are we here for? And start sharing that with the world. We are all so different, but we all have things that we're passionate about and value. And if we all went out there and just lived a life based on our highest values, we're going to be changing the world everywhere we go. And yeah, we can't heal or expect the world to change until we change. And so we're taking that radical responsibility, and we're looking to partner with other people who are on the same path. And we're like, hey, like, we're not perfect. That's you have strengths and weaknesses. We all have strengths and weaknesses. How do we support each other to make this world a better place? Whether it's learning about Bitcoin, whether it's learning about cryptocurrencies, whether it's learning about, you know, education systems or new ways of business or privacy and data and our rights. You know, this is what this is all about at the end of the day.
Totally. Because you think about people with what's happening in the world right now, there's a lot of crazy things happening, and it could put people in a rabbit hole, in a complete depression, right? And even though they have all these unique gifts, it could get smothered by all the bad frequency out there. So if they just hear a post from one of us, if we just post something online or someone hears about us talking about it, it could literally change that person's life and pull them out of a rabbit hole. That's what it's doing for me. That's what it did for me. And then you're going to see so many other opportunities once you're linked with like-minded people. You're going to be driven by a new path.
Yep. Totally.
So what is the next step? You got to try it out, right? There's no other way around it. And there's a 14-day money back guarantee. So this company is amazing. It will let you order the device, get it to your home, try it out for 14 days. We suggest go crazy on it. Try it as much as you can every single day, multiple times a day. You know, most people are sitting at home. They're in a lockdown right now. It's the perfect time to be literally consuming yourself with connecting with your smartphone in a smarter way, and then running different frequencies, running different programs, see what it does for you, see what it does mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. And then if it doesn't work for you, no brainer, send it back, get your money back. Like, you didn't lose anything, right? So the best thing is to request a one-on-one call and a scan with your friend. So whoever invited you to this call, if you see this on the replay, get with the person who you were talking to about this. And if they don't have the resonance, and then we can get someone else to do a scan through distance for you, or just to show you how it works. And then we go from there, you know, add you to the Facebook group, show you more information. But the best thing is to see it for yourself. And then what will you get once you receive your Healy? What will you get?
Well, yeah, you get your Healy, right? And so the Healy comes like this. You get a 2-year warranty. You get added into all the tech support and all the chats and things like this. And yeah, whether it's the business and you want to learn about the business training, or whether it's just extra support for the product, there's live groups and live trainings. There's other groups with all the webinars, like everything's been recorded in there as well. And so there's lifetime access to everything. And yeah, you get tapped into the community. And so in 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, where do you want your health to be? And if you're wanting to share this with other people, how many people do you want to impact in the next month, 2 months, 3 months? And so with this promotion, go back to the person who invited you here. They'll send you the link. They'll get you started. There's no coupon code or anything like that. You just go through, choose the Healy that you want, and the discount will be applied adequately. And yeah, we're just super excited to see you guys on the other side. And we'll be back here next week. What do you think, Savannah? Should we do this again next week?
Definitely. And we won't have as much technical difficulties. This is, Zach's been running them on his webinar, and the webinar gem is amazing, but we're just using Zoom. And, this is something that's going to keep growing and growing and growing, right? It's just about consistency, just like going to the gym, just like drinking water every day. As we keep doing it, these are going to get better and better. We're going to have more people on. So yeah, every week we're going to do these, and that's pretty much it right now. Usually we have a demo, right, Zach? But we don't really have time for that right now, but we can definitely add a demo in maybe at another time.
Yeah. What I'd recommend, go chat with the person who invited you. They can organize the scan. Savannah, feel free to put your website in the Zoom here, I guess, as well, if people want to book in. And I'll just put in some of the training here, the getting started training. So if you do already have a Healy and you're wanting to just get connected to some of the resources, I'll put that on the Facebook Live as well in the comments, and then also in the Zoom here as well. And I'll take the recording off now.